Welcome to Vietnam, Saigon. Okay, this is the rival lobby. You think this is nuts? Inside is even worse. So it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're gonna head over to this Ben Thanh Market. I'm told that nobody walks around from 3 to 5 in the afternoon because it's just so hot. But there's quite a few people out, got a few cars out. We got about a half a mile walk. I'll flip this camera around. This thing's changed since I last been here. It's been 20 years ago since I last been here. Careful. So the street lights. If you're trying to cross the street and there's no street lights, what you do is you wait for a break in the traffic. You just start walking, and when you start walking, don't stop. Or if you're a local, just keep walking and ignore the light right there. But okay. When you do walk, you know, I can say just keep walking. Don't stop the cars to avoid you. Don't hesitate. It's kind of like walking through, you know, where we were at Ao Nang over in Thailand. Not so much Bangkok, but you know, even Hua Hin, same thing too. You know, the cars, they'll avoid you, but just don't stop walking. What I noticed this time is that there's a lot more cars. Before it would just be all motorbikes, but now there's a lot of cars. A lot of FinFast cars. You wonder why. We're in Vietnam, right? Here we are at the Ben Thanh Market. This place is huge. It's got something like 1,600 stalls. I think it's over 100 years old. We're gonna go inside, take a look around, do a little shopping, and let's get something to eat. Make sure you try to negotiate everything here. Start out at about 50% of the original asking price and settle for somewhere between 30 and 50%. So here's the food court area, and there's this is like nothing. It's just stall after stall after stall of food. Have some goi kun, put some nuc mam, put some of these chilies in here, spice things up a little bit. And then my nem nung, so it's like a grilled pork. Bun kan looks pretty good. Got a bunch of shrimp in there. And that's like a Cambodian noodle thing. Cambodian soup noodle. All right, well, back to the hotel we go. Be prepared to stand in line if you're going to take that city bus tour in the afternoon. We are at the Saigon Grill for dinner. It's a really nice rooftop open-air restaurant. There are 3 Saigon grills. I'm going to probably butcher the location name on this thing, but this is their Bason location, something like that. Other than the grouper and the morning glory, I have no idea what was ordered. I left that up to the experts. Dinner was fantastic. Everything was delicious. Tomorrow, Sylvia and Dean want to go to their old neighborhood and stop by where they lived before fleeing Vietnam. Okay, so here we are in the neighborhoods, in the hood. This is Sylvia's house right here. 21 Win Tree Phuon. Wow, look at that. Years ago. When did you guys move out, Sylvia?
Our house. This is
Oh, 21 and 19? Yeah, look at that. Connecting with the old neighbor. But I guess Sylvia said they moved out or got kicked out, or the house got taken away from them back in 1976, something like that. This is very typical of small businesses in Vietnam and several other Southeast Asian countries. Your storefront is the front of your house, and you lived either upstairs or in the back, or both. Sylvia's dad had two places right next to each other. One was the warehouse where they stored all their chemicals, and the other was the house where they lived and also served as the storefront. With Sylvia's neighbor, the son lives here now, but the father was a taxi driver and fixed cars in front of their house. A few doors down is a restaurant, and we'll grab a bite to eat there before heading over to where Sylvia and Dean took kung fu lessons. So the owner of this shop now uh, used to live upstairs, up there as a maid on the second floor. Sorry about that, my finger made this go out of focus. And as a side gig, she used to sell. Like the nem nung, and maybe used to roll some goi kun. And now she has a full-blown restaurant. This restaurant is a few doors down from where Sylvia lived. She doesn't remember what it was when she lived there. The name of this place is called Koha, I think. I couldn't find it on Google Maps, but I'll link a pin drop. They seem to do quite a bit of business. Unless you're a local, you'd never find this place. So there's specials every day. They run one special. I'm not sure what any of those are, but oh, Bun Rio, I see that. I'm familiar with that one, but that's about it. Okay, so we got the Goi Kun here, right? Bae Kun there, and Nem Nung Kun right there. So first order of business, put some of those chilies in my Nuk Mam. I'm not a big, I'm not a big peanut sauce type person, but I do like the Nuk Mam. I'll give that a shot. I'm gonna give the Goi Kun a try. Hope this isn't. I hope I didn't make this too spicy. All right, I'm gonna try that. Nem Kung. This thing's just so tightly wrapped. It's amazing. Nem Nung Kun has got lettuce, but what stands out is the shiso that they wrap it in. So you've got the Nem Nung along with some rice noodles, lettuce, and shiso. This is really good. This is more my favorite. And Dino's trying to photobomb it. Unfortunately, what he doesn't know is he's not getting any part of the picture. How is it, Dino?
Okay, my old neighbor.
Okay, next up, I'll give this bacon a try. Okay, I'm not a big bacon fan, but this is actually pretty good. Usually the bacon for me is kind of dry and chalky, and this is a little bit like that, but nowhere near as what we normally get at home. So with this jayo, they use the rice paper, they wrap the gui gun in, but they use the rice paper and then they deep fry it. So there's taro, crab meat, and shrimp meat in this jayo. Very good. This chili is stuffed with just a fish paste. that's fried. Quick dip in some nook mum. Let's see what it tastes like. So it's chili. It's got a really good taste to it. It's not like burning hot. It's got a little bit of spice to it. But it has a nice sweetness to it. I'm going to try this eggplant next. And I think the eggplant is stuffed with the same fish paste that's used in the chili. Keep in mind, I'm not a big eggplant fan. In fact, I don't like it at all. But I'm going to give this a try because it looks actually pretty good. Okay, so I said earlier I'm not a big eggplant fan. But after taking a bite of this, I'm still not an eggplant fan. This is a typical Vietnamese shop. Low flowing stools, low tables, just a really small place. This is the owner. She remembered, she recognized Dino and remembered Dino. So we're gonna go visit a Kung Fu studio. This is where Sylvia and Dino took their Kung Fu lessons, right in that shop. Whoops, right in that shop, right on the top. Oops, looks like they're closed for lunch. And they'll be back at, what, 3 o'clock, something like that. Several of Sylvia's relatives lived off of this street. There are some big homes here. Many go 3 to 4 stories up. I'm told it's all government officials usually live in these big houses. There are a lot of jewelry shops. All of these jewelry shops were bakeries, restaurants, and other small businesses back in the early 70s. We'll hang here for a minute and then head back to the hotel. That was a good visit. Next time we come to Vietnam, we're gonna need to hang out in this area, District 5, a little bit more. But we're just gonna head back to the hotel, and we're not gonna do much tonight. We'll just chill, maybe find a quiet bar, have a beer or two. That's about it. Denise's relatives gathered donations of clothing, footwear, and snacks for the kids at this orphanage. It's a beautiful temple. We'll take a look around. Most of the kids were at school when we arrived, which gave us time to set up the gifts to give to the kids. Kids are kids everywhere. The box is always more fun than whatever was in it.
Okay.
This little cutie is 8 months old. She was found at the front gate one morning and was still covered in the blood from being just born. I don't know what. They're still coming out. So if you guessed 54, you would be correct. So how many kids can fit in a van? 54. I'm not sure who enjoyed this more. It was a rewarding experience to see these kids so happy. Okay, mission accomplished. Time to head back. It's about 7:30. We're meeting the rest of the gang in Japantown. We're eating dinner at this place called the First Bar. We don't have anything else planned after that. Maybe we'll go get a foot massage and call it an early night tonight. This is what our hotel looks like. It's the Renaissance Riverside Hotel Saigon, and as the name suggests, it's alongside the river. We're going to take a walk along the riverside before grabbing some lunch at one of the Izakayas in Japantown. Dinner there last night was surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting the sashimi to be as fresh as it was and of the quality it was. I didn't get any videos or pictures because I was told it wouldn't be a good idea there. It's considered one of the red light areas of Saigon, and that was pretty obvious from the massage parlors that cater to men there. This is a statue of Trung Hung Dao. I probably butchered the name there. He's a famous military leader in the 13th century, and under his command, his army held off the Mongols from seizing Vietnam. I'll get some videos today at lunch. I don't think it's going to be a problem as most massage and bars aren't open yet. Yeah, people getting their shoes cleaned. Always negotiate the price on that one. This indoor golf seems to be pretty popular here. Open 24 hours even. Members lounge, wow. What's this, like 7 floors of golf and a dollhouse bar? Guess what that is, huh? This is Japantown, or in the alleyway of Japantown. It's got a nickname, but we'll leave that nickname part out of it as to what this place is called. A lot of izakayas, a lot of bars. We were here last night. Well, looks a little different during the day. Oh, let's check this place out. Izakaya Kimura. Looks like a real original izakaya type setup. Oops, almost get run over by a car. Not watching. Small spaces. Little bar right there. Looks good. So this place, Izakaya Kimura, is set up like a real izakaya. You got the bar, you got a couple tables, just a small walk-in area, narrow. Not bad at all. All of that for like roughly 25 bucks. Maybe, yeah, about $25. Pretty good. Food was good. I'd come back. That was a good lunch. I highly recommend Izakaya Kimura. It's relatively inexpensive. Well, we're gonna head back to the hotel and probably get a foot massage on our way back. Tonight, we're going to the popular and well-known Bep Kun restaurant for our last dinner in Saigon. Bep Kun. This place is really popular among the local and tourists. They take walk-ins, but it's best if you make a reservation. They're a Michelin-selected restaurant
and they market quite a bit through Facebook and Instagram. They also have a place in Da Nang. The star of the show has arrived. Bun sale. Wrap this with the rice paper wrap, the banchan, and some of the herbs and the lettuce. Oh, it is so good. Conchua soup is a sweet and sour Vietnamese soup, very similar to the Filipino sinigang and the Thai tom yum. This shrimp and pork belly stew looks really good, and I couldn't even begin to pronounce what it's called in Vietnamese. Okay, so we got our sample platter, or not a sample platter, but our combination platter. So, all right, so which sauce is for which?
This sauce is for this sauce is for this one only.
What
The
is
deep
that?
fried wonton. Look at
A deep fried wonton.
this sauce is for the boy gung, chả giò, and thịt nướng.
Ah, okay. Looks good. We're gonna dig in. Okay, whew, that was a good meal. We had a lot of food, and it was like 1.3 million, which is roughly somewhere around like, I don't know, 60 bucks. 50, no, more like about 40 some dollars, almost $50. Pretty good. Not a bad price. And I'm really critical of places that's got like a Michelin rating and all those kind of things. And I will say this place, it was deserving of its Michelin rating. It was really good. It lived up to its reputation. So I was really happy with it. It definitely when I'm back in Saigon, I'll be making it back to that place. Bep Kun, very good place. All right, well, we're gonna call it a night. We're taking off for Nha Trang tomorrow, so we'll catch you on the next one. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.